The story of Noah's daughter. Noah had 3 sons and 1 daughter. Famous for being beautiful, intelligent and kind. The whole world cannot find a girl like that. Boys from all over the country wanted to ask her to be their wife. One day Noah was standing in front of his house when a young man came from the east, riding a white horse. When he arrived, he politely said, "Noble Noah, I've heard a lot about your daughter's beauty, intelligence, and kindness. Please allow me to marry her." Noah asked the young man again, "My child, have you planted any vineyard yet?" The young man was silent. Noah continued, "The custom here is not to marry a daughter to a man who has not planted a vineyard. Go plant some grapes and then come back here and we'll talk." The young man jumped on the white horse and headed back east. Another day Noah was also standing in front of the door when another young man from the west, riding a black horse, came. Coming before Noah, the young man said, "Noble Noah, I heard rumors that he has a beautiful, intelligent and kind daughter. Would you please marry her to me?" Noah asked the young man, "Tell me, my son, have you planted any vineyards?" "Noble Noah, I have planted a vineyard." Noah continued asking, "Have you built a house to live in yet?" The young man remained silent and did not answer. Noah continued, "The custom here is not to marry a daughter to a man who has not built a house. Go home and build a house and then come back and we'll talk." The young man jumped on the black horse and headed back west. Another time, a young man riding a gray horse came from the south and asked Noah to give him his daughter in marriage. Noah asked him again if he had planted a vineyard and built a house. The young man replied that he had planted a vineyard and built a house. Noah agreed to marry his daughter to the boy with the gray horse. The fun lasted for 7 days and 7 nights at Noah's house. On the 8th day, the young man brought Noah's daughter home on a gray horse. One day Noah was standing in front of his house when he saw a young man riding a white horse coming from the east. The young man said, "I have planted a vineyard. I also built a house." Noah regretted that he had no more daughters to keep his promise to the first boy who proposed to his daughter. Suddenly he saw the donkey in front of his house turn into a beautiful girl. He understood that God had understood his heart and blessed him. Noah led the girl to the young man and gave her to him in marriage. The fun continued for 7 consecutive days and 7 nights. On the 8th day the young man carried his bride on a white horse and headed east. Another time Noah was also standing in front of the house. He suddenly saw a young man riding a black horse. He came before him and said, "I have planted a vineyard and built a house." Noah felt sorry because he no longer had a daughter to marry the young man as promised. Suddenly he saw the bitch outside the gate turn into a beautiful girl. He understood that God once again loved him. Noah married the beautiful girl to the young man. The fun continued for 7 consecutive days and 7 nights. On the 8th day, the young man carried his bride on a black horse and left Noah's house heading west. From then until now, 3 types of women still exist. An intractable idiot like a donkey. For them, only a whip will do the job. A type that is bad-tempered, quarrelsome, and talkative like a dog. For them, it is best to only feed them with a stick. But the happiest man is the man who marries a woman, that is Noah's daughter. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.